Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a special episode of ATR News Break. I hate these types of news breaks because it's normally for sad reasons, but we'll get into that. I am ATR's Wrestling's Voice of Reason. My name is Scott, and with me today is my WWE Tag Team partner, the man in black himself, Ethan. Ethan, my friend, how are we doing today?
Living the dream, baby. Living the dream. uh,
Yeah,
well, like you said, I kind of wish this was a better, quote unquote, better news break, but
yeah.
unfortunately, bunch of cuts, pal.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was gonna say the ban hammer, but that's not exactly right. It's more of the you're fired hammer gets dropped on a whole bunch of people. Yesterday for WWE, we had two sessions of it. One in I think like mid morning, and
Yeah,
the other happening around 5 o'clock Eastern. So
dinner
we,
time.
yeah, dinner time. So we had a whole bunch of people. The first group was mostly main roster people, and the second one was mostly NXT with a few main roster people sprinkled in. So I'll read off the list. This is not exact. I think it might be in order, but at least from how people on Twitter are one of our go tos for Mr. Sean Samp, stating that the following releases had happened yesterday. So the first one was Mustafa Ali. We had Emma, Rick Boogs, Aaliyah, Elias, Riddick Moss, Top Dollar, Shelton Benjamin, Dolph Ziggler, Dana Brooke, Mensua, and Masse of the Maximum Male Models, Quincy Elliott, Davocado, Shanky, Ulisa Leon, Daniel MacArthur, Bryson Montana, Kevin Ventura Cortez, Ika Minjiro, Alexis Gray, and Brooklyn Barlow. I believe there might have been one or two others that have possibly gone. I don't think they were actual wrestlers. I think they might have been people on the back side of things.
I think so,
Um,
yeah.
but I know that the two big ones that we want to talk about here, and I'll throw another one out there that I think, at least for me personally, was kind of a bit of a shock. Obviously, Mustafa Ali, the man was
Bad
supposed to
comment, man.
the man was supposed to challenge for the NXT North American Championship at No Mercy, which is happening next weekend. And so we don't know what's going on. I haven't, which is a rare for me. I haven't watched NXT yet, so I was told that there was a promo that Ali even did for
Yeah,
the championship match. So now it's kind of like, well, poof, goodbye. And obviously the other one would be Dolph Ziggler, the man having a near 2 decade run in WWE, first with the Spirit Squad and then as Dolph himself. And it's just it's crazy. I actually just read something before we got on here that apparently their contracts were not set to expire until the middle of next year.
yep.
So that's kind of even more shocking. And the fact that, at least for Mustafa, he was actively involved in the NXT storyline. And I know that Dolph hasn't really been on television a whole lot, but the man's a veteran. Like, he's been there for 20 years. A lot of people thought he was going to be a lifer, but unfortunately that was not to be. Another person I'd like to I feel really bad for is Dana Brooke. Like, she's been putting some work in at NXT and doing a good job. But for some ungodly reason, the crowd and the internet just seems to hate on this woman. And it makes no sense. Like, I don't get it. I mean, she's not like the absolute best at what at like on mic skills and stuff like that, but her wrestling has come up a lot. She's very serviceable in the ring. So it's like, I don't understand the hatred that has happened. So I don't know what's been going on with that. Honestly, like, for me, like, I hate to see like Mensua and Masse leave. I know they haven't been on television forever, but there's stuff that they've done on the back end, like stuff like, especially on like Up Down Down, like that's been fantastic stuff to watch. So it's sad to see them not be here anymore. But I think out of this list also, like, Shelton Benjamin, another one veteran that's been there forever, gets the axe, and now he's back on. And now he's gone. But I mean, we talked about this yesterday while this stuff was coming out. Like, he might be a great addition for like the Blackpool Combat Club.
Yes. Oh God, yes.
So I
Fucking
mean,
King Benjamin.
I'd love to see him be like more ultra aggressive. He could also go to New Japan. I
Back
mean,
to
I
New
think
Japan.
that would be cool too. That's right, back to New Japan. You are correct. But I've been just been, rattling off things for the last like 5 minutes. So Ethan, what do you like? What were your thoughts on seeing this? Like, I know, like, even some of these names, I don't even know who these people are.
So Bryce Monte, he did a few level ups. He was actually pretty good in the ring. Like Alexis Gray didn't even make it on TV yet. She was a performance center recruit.
Mm-hmm.
Broken Barlow, I mean, she's been on NXT a few, like not wrestling, but like backstage things. I forgot the word for a minute.
Gotcha.
But she's been on level up. She wasn't too bad. I mean, greens, but I mean, it takes time, right?
Right, exactly.
Uh, this Quartet, never heard of him. I think he was another recruit. Mansoir, did you see his tweet on yesterday when he made a
Yes.
video?
Yes. On that is how you market yourself after you get, let go from a company. Like, that man has so much charisma. Like, he could still be a top star wherever he ends up being. It's just somebody needs to give him the chance to do it.
I laugh when he was talking about his height. I think he said he was like 6 foot or whatever, and his wife's like, "No, you're 5'11." He's like, "Shut up."
Yeah,
I got
that was funny.
I gotta laugh out of that. But I mean, like you said, he's talented. But I seen somewhere. I think he said on a Twitch stream, or he said it somewhere that apparently he didn't want they didn't want them losing an NXT because I guess Saudi Arabia deal.
Okay.
I kind of figured that, but Mustafa. Well, it's funny. Mustafa Ali. I seen his tweet first for the Sean White Sapp one, and I'm like,
Mhm.
please be a work.
Right.
I
Yeah.
legit thought that was a work. That one threw me off. Emma, no offense, but like on this list, a lot of these I fucking seen coming. To be honest with you,
I
uh,
I
I
I
did.
feel
I will admit I did feel bad for her because she was talking about the chamber for
yeah.
Australia, and she's like, never mind, got
I
fired.
know.
I'm like, oh, dirty. You did her
Yeah.
so dirty. And
Yeah.
I must say, sorry, Scott.
I'm not glad.
The reason I feel bad for him as well, because I guess he was taking his daughter to school and they told him he was fired. I'm like, oh, come on, man. You couldn't wait till he got home at least.
That
I was
sucks.
like, that's dirty. That's twice now. Come on, dudes. Um, to be honest with you, I hate people losing their job, but honestly, if they do another cut, I think the other members of Hit Row are gonna be gone. To be honest
Mm.
with you,
I'm actually surprised that they were spared here.
me too.
I don't hate Top Dollar. But I feel like they never had him on television long enough to actually do much with him. Like, he wasn't god awful in the ring. I think his best feud was with Michael Cole. So
Black Dollar, baby. I
so
felt
it
bad
kind
for
of
already flipping over the top. And Michael's like, yeah, don't fly again, please. I'm like, man,
yeah.
this man is just burying this fucker. Poor
Yeah,
bastard.
seriously.
The name
It
is
was
Rick Boogs.
I honestly I felt like the moment he was separated from Shinsuke Nakamura that his days were numbered. I felt, and obviously the injury didn't help. And after that, like, he just couldn't recover. And it
No, he
was
was on Miz. I think he was feuding with the Miz, and then he was doing some of the lies, and
yeah,
that went to shit.
then it went away. Exactly. I do feel bad for I feel bad for Emma for multiple reasons. It's like they brought her back with all this hype and then nothing happened.
Nope.
And then she starts getting in a relationship with Riddick Moss, and then they do that little thing with them, how you try to turn Riddick Moss, into more of an actual character after he beats Baron Corbin a few times, and then he comes out looking like generic CAW. He's a generic car wrestler with the black tights and the long ponytailed hair. That's it. Then you match him up with Emma. So I'm like, oh, maybe this will go somewhere. She could be a valet for him. This would be great.
That
And
went
then
nowhere.
they both disappear, and now they're both fired. So it's like, well, at least they can comfort each other, knowing that neither one of them now have a job. It's just yeah.
A lie, I seen that one coming. To be honest, I kind of forgot he still worked here. To
I
be
know,
honest with you,
I
same
know.
with Jiro. Last time I seen Jiro, besides Level Up, like I couldn't remember the last time he was on actual TV until that schisms, like where they were trying to see if the Creeds were that
Right.
segment.
Yeah. Yeah, Ike Manjura has always he's been entertaining to watch, but they never really did anything of substance with him.
Nope.
Um, let's
The
see.
only one I don't, the only one I don't feel bad for is Quincy Elliott because he said some homophobic stuff. I'm not gonna get into. You've
Yep.
probably seen the tweet, Scott.
Oh
So
yes. Yep. I've seen that.
out of
Yeah. I
respect for
mean,
our LGBTQ fans, I'm not gonna say what he said.
no,
So,
no.
but if you've seen, you know what I'm talking about. But
Yep.
honestly, fuck him. I don't feel bad for him. He's the
No,
only one I don't feel bad for.
no. I'm honestly surprised it took this long to get rid of him. Especially after that came to light. Um, but going back to who was I going to? Oh, Elias. Um, I feel like and I feel like this is another thing that possibly you could chalk up to Vince doing, but the Ezekiel
Oh,
storyline absolutely killed him. Like Elias was going well. Like he was kind of floundering, but there was a way you could turn it into a good direction and let him go, but they didn't. They made him disappear. He shaves his beard. He turns into Ezekiel, which goes absolutely nowhere. And honestly, the best part about that whole thing was when Kevin Owens got involved.
you're a liar. No, I'm not. Sure.
I know. And the funniest thing is that, and I didn't check, and I wish I would have, but Elias was interviewed yesterday after he was released, and he admitted that yes, he was Ezekiel. And I searched for like hours to see if Kevin Owens had said anything, and I
I
didn't
wish he
see it.
did.
I didn't look today because I was at work, and I had to focus on that. But if Kevin Owens responded to that in any way, I hope he did, because it's just, yeah, yeah. Maybe he'll make
I'll,
a big reference on Raw again, which he does a lot for some random stuff. So that's what I'm hoping for. But yeah,
I was
just
kind of hoping he was because I was doing the same thing. I'm like, oh, come on, Owens. Perfect
where's
opportunity.
KO's response? He's got to be somewhere.
Perfect opportunity. Nothing. I'm like, dude, you
I
had an
know.
opportunity.
I know.
But Ziggler, back to Ziggler for a sec. Fuck, he's been in that company
I think this was
since.
17 years. I think it
So
was.
okay, well, so tech. Oh, he was there 05 because he did the. For people who might forget, remember that whole golf gimmick with Chavo Guerrero?
Oh,
Sorry, currently.
yep,
And
yep,
then Spirit Squad in '06. So if we're talking just a Dolph Ziggler character, that's been around since '08. Like
yep.
that's crazy. So that's like what 15 years,
Yeah, just as Dolph Ziggler.
and then now, I mean, if you're counting overall, fuck, like almost 20 years,
Yeah,
Eight-
yep,
18 years,
yep.
something like that.
Still, personally, to me, has the best Money in the Bank cash in of all time. The pop when his
Yeah.
music hit after Alberto had won his match. My God,
Oh my god,
the
I was
chills. I'm getting
listening.
chills now just thinking about it, and it's just it breaks my heart more that knowing that he's not going to be there anymore. So it's kind of like you look at the majority of these people have either 90 or 30-day no compete clauses due to their status of, if they're an NXT or on the main roster. So a lot of these people we won't see again until close to the beginning of the new year. Some of these people we might start seeing, at the end of October. So if I remember correctly, Hard to Kill for Impact is a little over 90 days away. So you never know. That could be fun. Impact's done a great job. I think it was Slammiversary for a couple of those years when WWE had their big, massive cuts that
Yeah,
they were able to pull people in.
Eric Young
Um,
like 3 times in a row.
right, exactly. I hope for like Impact or MLW to be the ones that really pick up on these people. I don't feel like AEW or even ROH need them. They already have a bloated roster as is.
Did you see the tweets about? So sorry, Scott. Again, didn't mean to
No,
cut
no,
you
go
off.
ahead.
So when Ollie made the tweet, that's how I found out. I'm like, is there an April Fool's prank here? Am I being punked? I was
Right.
waiting for him to be like, it's joking. But like Blake Christian wanted him, was to, like Bailey wants a match with them. Those could be bangers, honestly.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Um, I could see, you know how people are like, oh, he's going to AEW.
Right.
No, fuck that noise. Not everybody needs to go to AEW. Like I said with
Correct.
like me and you were talking about Benjamin. I said New Japan or Noah.
Yep.
He was great in Noah. If you haven't checked the stuff, that's really good. I could see Mansoor, maybe a Ring of Honor, maybe. I think he was the only one
If
A-
yeah, if they
AEW
get
side.
Yeah, if they give him the option to actually wrestle and speak on the mic, then yeah, he could be a great addition to ROH. But
He could talk.
yeah, I mean, why not let him have a shot in Impact? I mean, they are, and especially if they want to have him branch out, that's great. If they want to make fun of his maximum male model stuff, sure. They've Impact has a long history of doing that, so
Oh
why
yeah,
not? Also, NWA, another great opportunity for these people. Somebody was already saying Dolph Ziggler could be NWA champion
top dollar.
by the end of the year. So, top dollar. I mean, well, he's not Tyrus level, so
Not yet.
but I mean, yeah, I mean, there's if these wrestlers want to continue to wrestle, I believe, like I remember seeing Matt Cardona and even Stephanie DeLender putting out tweets yesterday saying, "Hey, this could be the end of your career or just the beginning."
I
You
think
know, it's
Matt leaving, okay, he didn't leave, but and let go. I think that was the best thing he's ever done.
absolutely the man has turned his whole career around. I would love to see him come back because I loved Zack Ryder as a character. I thought it was outstanding. It was just always entertaining. And obviously, if he comes back, he's going to come back as Matt Cardona. He's not going to come back as Zack Ryder.
Yeah,
I know
no.
that.
If he does come back to WWE, don't kind of do like the Cody thing. Just obviously don't call him Cody, but like
Leave him, yeah, leave him as he is currently. Yeah, let him be. I mean, obviously, they're not going to do any death matches in WWE, but
he's hardcore. He's hardcore.
right, exactly. But I mean, I think that you could capitalize if you really pushed it. You could capitalize with that and let him run. And obviously, Chelsea's there too. So I mean,
That's another thing. Yeah,
you could have her. I know she's doing a wonderful job with the Karen thing that she's doing, but if you want to make her the hot mess again and have her go with the Matt Cardona that comes in and is just, like you said, he's hardcore. I think that would be a fantastic
she
duo as
did
well.
tease and people thought she was getting released because she kept.
I know. I saw that too, and I was like, "Oh God, no, not Chelsea." I mean, we already
She's a
think
champion.
we already think the women's WWE Tag Team Championships are cursed as it is. So I mean, God,
Danhausen, are you in WWE secretly? I curse you.
right? Exactly.
I think Danhausen. Jokes obviously, but if I had to put each person in a company, like just fuck, let's just shoot. I can see Ali. If I had to pick three people, I see Bedford just for the Blackpool Combat Club thing.
Right.
If I had to, but I think kind of stay away from there. I could see Ali in Impact. Oh my.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, have him have a run in Impact Wrestling for a while. I mean, I think he could be an immediate contender for the X division.
Oh yeah.
And then you put him in, obviously then he'll go for the main title after that. But yeah, I think he would be outstanding in that division.
He's so talented. Well, who knows what's going with the North American title picture? Let's just be honest here.
Yeah, I think we talked about it. It might be Dragon Lee. I don't know. We'll figure out what happens after.
They're facing on Raw, so I could see like Dragon winning and then do a rematch there, or Dominic does like a screwy finish, and then Dragon's like,
Probably.
"Hey, I got
Yeah.
screwed." Poor Ali, man. He should have had at least one title.
I know.
Even for a month, I wouldn't even care. At least one.
I think the only title he had was the Cruiserweight title.
He never even held that.
Did he not? I swear
Nope.
I thought he did. Wow. I
Nope.
swear I
No,
thought he did.
so
Wow.
I think he would if he didn't get injured like in 2019. When was COVID made 19, right?
Kofi Mania? That
Yeah.
was WrestleMania
35. Yes, it was
35,
2019.
yeah. Yep.
I feel like if he didn't get in, I mean, I'm not blaming Randy. People are like, "Oh, it's Randy's fault." I mean,
Injuries happen.
Yeah,
Injuries
I feel
happen.
like I feel like that's kind of when they fucked. Oh, I shouldn't say fucked over. That's a bad choice of words. Like basically that.
Yeah, because his momentum was on the rise, and then unfortunately he gets hurt, and then Kofi gets inserted into it, and then the rest is history with Kofi Mania. I mean, yeah, and then he could never really recover after that. But the man knows how to do vignettes. Like holy shit! Like some of his stuff that he does is just outstanding.
I love the presidency.
Oh my God, it was so good. Like going after the U.S. title for the longest time. Yes,
and the North
great.
American title.
I know. It's just it makes me so sad that they could not capitalize on this, and yeah, it's dumbfounded. I really hoped that they would do like what AEW does and just lets the contracts expire, and then they can just leave.
Do it
But
to speaking of the only two people I've seen that can I know Mansour's taking bookings, I think starting right before December 20th, I think he said.
Yeah.
And Top Dollar's not till next year, I think
Yeah,
he said.
I just saw it when I was scrolling through it. He put January 1st, 2024. So, but I guess maybe that they're just choosing to not do it during the holidays, which is smart. You know,
Yeah, Mansour said December 20th, but I mean he'll probably wait till yeah,
I
not
mean
much going on
they
Christmas
all
week anyway.
yeah, I mean they all get their compensation packages, so it's not like they're without money. So they'll it sucks that they're not going to be able to perform, but at least they'll be okay for the next few months before they're able to start going out and do stuff again. It just really sucks. These types of things that I wish wouldn't happen, because you never want to see anybody lose their job. But like you also said, there are some people who's like, well, hopefully maybe now they'll have a chance to go elsewhere and be able to do stuff. Or if they realize that wrestling's just not their gig, they have their whole life to live. Like all
I
these
could
guys are still super young, well, most of them anyways. So they have plenty of time to do whatever they want with their lives.
before we go, I could see Jiro probably going back to Japan, honestly, like DDT and stuff.
Go ahead. Yeah, I think that would be great. DDT, or maybe have him go over to Noah so he can uh go back with Anthony Green when he was August Gray in NXT.
Oh my god, I
They
forgot
were a
about that.
tag team way back when, so I think he could join the faction that's out there. So yeah, I mean, I think he had a 30-day contract clause, so he'll be good probably around Halloween time. So yeah,
Yeah.
it'll
Well,
be good.
I hope they find something soon. So, but I don't think I got much left to say, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, we just wanted to do a quick recap. We were gonna do this last night, but I had this feeling that you never know. There might be more releases that pop out. So we wanted to make sure we had the most coverage on, everybody that had been released. But like I said, obviously this part sucks. I hate that, these guys lost their job, but I'm hopeful that, they'll be able to bounce back and things will be good. But yeah, that's it for tonight. Ethan, as always, thank you so much for helping. My WWE tag team partner over here.
By the way, well, speaking of, we'll probably be live. Well, we'll talk about sometime either Sunday, Monday, or sometime next week for No Mercy.
Yep. Yeah, we'll be doing a post show after that.
Point on the board, baby.
Yeah. So yeah, obviously you could follow us everywhere. We're on X as Above the Ring. We're everywhere else. You can find us on all podcasting platforms. We're on YouTube. We're trying to grow that YouTube. This video also will be going on YouTube as well as being a podcast. But yeah, follow us. Most importantly, though, guys, thank you so much for listening. And don't forget to join the Bedlam. Have a good night.